Everyone, welcome back to your English class. Hope you all are fit and fine and you enjoyed the small break that has been given to you. As we have completed Unit 3 from our book First Flight before the holidays, so we will continue with the same book, and today we are going to do Chapter 4, that is from the Diary of Anne Frank, and it is written by Anne Frank herself, right? So actually this is a small extract. This chapter is a small extract that has been taken from the personal diary of this girl, Anne Frank, who was a 13 years girl, and she was a Jewish girl who was born in Germany and who witnessed the horror of Nazi rule during World War II. I hope you are very well aware about Adolf Hitler and Nazism, as it was one of the history chapters in class 9. So there should not be any need to tell you something in detail. You all know that Hitler was a racist and he was against these Jewish people, and he killed almost 60 lakh Jewish when he got the control over the Europe, right? So before I tell you much, actually there is a pre-reading section given in your book to give us a better understanding of the chapter. Let us start reading it. Anneliese Marie Anne Frank, she was actually born on 12 June 1929, and we all know that in 1933 Hitler got power in Germany. He occupied Germany when she was 4 years old, and after that how this family had to hide themselves and how finally this girl died at the age of 15, that we are going to learn in this chapter. So Anne Frank, born on 12 June 1929, and she died in February or March 1945, as she died in a concentration camp. So the exact date is not confirmed. So it is we are only aware that either she died at the end of the month of Feb or at the beginning of March. So it is mentioned like this only, that she died in February or March in 1945, and she was a German born Jewish girl. She born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1929, and she wrote this diary while she was hiding with her family and 4 friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. In 1933, when Germany was occupied by Hitler, then Anne Frank's father was very well aware that now they are in danger because the Hitler will target the Jewish people, right? So he shifted to Netherlands, but finally in 1939, Netherlands was also occupied by Hitler, and finally this family had to hide themselves in 1942. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany. अब यहाँ पर यही हिस्ट्री में बताई जा रही है कि उसकी फैमिली जो है वो एम्स्टर्डम मूव हो गई आफ्टर द नाजीज गेन पावर इन जर्मनी, बट वर ट्रैप्ड व्हेन द नाजी ऑक्यूपेशन एक्सटेंडेड इनटू द नीदरलैंड, राइट? मैंने आपको बताया दैट इन 1933 दे शिफ्टेड टू नीदरलैंड, बट फाइनली दे गॉट ट्रैप्ड व्हेन जो पावर थी हिटलर की, इट एक्सटेंडेड टू नीदरलैंड. एज परसिक्यूशन अगेंस्ट द ज्यूइश पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज्ड, और जैसे ही द टॉर्चर अगेंस्ट द ज्यूइश पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज, द फैमिली वेंट इनटू हाइडिंग. ये फैमिली जो है दे हाइड हिमसेल्फ इन जुलाई 1942 इन हिडन रूम. देयर वाज एन एक्सटेंडेड रूम इन हर फादर्स ऑटो फ्रेंड्स ऑफिस बिल्डिंग, और ये सब वहाँ छुप गए आफ्टर 2 years इन हाइडिंग. और ये ग्रुप वहाँ 2 साल के लिए छुपा रहा. द ग्रुप वॉज बीट्रेड, और 2 साल के बाद द पर्सन हु वॉज प्रोवाइडिंग दम विद द डेली नीड्स, नॉन जूइश फैमिली जो है उनकी हेल्प कर रही थी टू गेट द डेली नीड्स. तो वहाँ जाकर ये जो है चीट किया इन्हें किसी ने, and then finally they got caught and transported to the concentration camp. Now you must be thinking, what is concentration camp? So to give you better understanding, I am showing you the picture ki what are the concentration camp. Actually this is a, you can see it on the screen, that this is a small areas where a large population is captured, especially the political prisoners are kept, and they were forced to do either the labor work, and finally they were killed by giving the brutal treatment. And this was the concentration camp system where Anne died, and वही concentration camp system में ही finally Anne मर जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ टाइफस. शी गॉट टाइफाइड इन बर्जन-बेल्सन. This was the third concentration camp in which she has been shifted within days of her sister Margaret Friend. उसकी elder sister है, who was born in 1926, 3 years elder जो है उससे वो लड़की है, और वो मार्गरेट जो है वो पहले डाई होती है और उसके कुछ दिनों के बाद जो है एनी ऑल्सो डाइड. हर फादर ओटो, द ओनली सर्वाइवर ऑफ द ग्रुप, रिटर्न टू एम्स्टर्डम. फिर 1945 में जब उस वर्ल्ड वॉर सेकेंड ख़त्म हो रही थी और एलाइज ने हिटलर को जो है उसकी पावर को फिनिश कर दिया था एंड हिटलर कमिटेड सुसाइड. उससे कुछ दिन पहले ही जो है एने एंड मार्गरेट डाइड. अगर वो लड़कियां कुछ हफ्ते और सर्वाइव कर जाती तो मे बी दे वुड अलाइव. तो वहाँ उसके बाद उसके फादर लेकिन सर्वाइव कर गए एंड व्हेन द वॉर एंडेड टू फाइंड दैट हर डायरी हैड बीन सेव्ड. तो वो वापस आते हैं जहाँ वो फैमिली हाइड रही इन द होप कि मे बी दे वुड एबल टू गेट समथिंग, और वहाँ उन्हें एने फ्रैंक की डायरी मिलती है. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took action to have it published in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. And when he read this diary, he believed that it was a unique record, and he took action that he published it in English. Actually, the diary was written in Dutch language and he got it published under the name of Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was given to Anne Frank for her 30th birthday. ये उसके 30th बर्थडे पर इट हैज़ बिन गिफ्टेड टू हिम बाय हिज फादर ओनली एंड क्रॉनिकल्स द इवेंट ऑफ हर लाइफ. और इस डायरी को उसने अपने जन्मदिन के 12 जून 1929 को ये डायरी उसे मिली, और आफ्टर द 8 डेज 12 जून के बाद 8 दिन के बाद ऑन 20th जून शी स्टार्टेड राइटिंग दिस डायरी. 20th जून 1942 को उसने इसमें जो है अपनी पहली एंट्री की, और लास्ट एंट्री थी 1 अगस्त 1944. 2 इयर्स के लिए उसने बिल्कुल अपनी लाइफ के जितने भी इवेंट्स थे उनको बड़े ऑर्डर में यहाँ पर लिखा है. और 4 अगस्त को देवर कैप्चर्ड एंड देवर सेंट टू कंसंट्रेशन कैंप. सो इट वॉज इवेंचुअली ट्रांसलेटेड फ्रॉम इट्स ओरिजिनल डच लैंग्वेज इनटू मैनी लैंग्वेज आफ्टर दैट एंड बिकेम वन ऑफ द मोस्ट वाइडली रेड बुक. वर्ल्ड की मोस्ट वाइडली रेड बुक्स ये बाद में प्रूव्ड हुई. देयर ऑल्सो हैव बीन several films, television, theatrical production and even an opera based on the diary. तो बहुत सारी बाद में फिल्म्स बनी, टेलीविज़न सीरियल्स प्रोडक्शंस हुई, एंड इवन द म्यूजिकल प्लेज हैज़ बीन कंडक्टेड बेस्ड ऑन दिस डायरी. Described as the work of a mature and insightful means intelligent mind. The diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. ये बड़ा intimate examination जो है describe कर रही है. The diary is actually describing in a very detail the daily life of the people under Nazi occupations. That's why it is a very important document. And Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victims. और I have told you कि 60 lakh people जो है they were killed in this Holocaust. But ये जो लड़की है Anne Frank, it was one of the most renowned and discussed victim, maybe because she has left a written proof of her sufferings, right? So होलोकास्ट मीन्स होलोकास्ट होता है एक्चुअली लिटरली मीनिंग अगर हम इस वर्ड का लें तो इट इज़ किल्ड बाय फायर. बट यहाँ इस जर्मनी ब्रूटल ट्रीटमेंट के लिए स्पेशली इस वर्ड को यूज़ किया जाता है. आई एम एडिंग अ पिक्चर ऑल्सो टू गिव यू अ डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ दिस वर्ड. दैट वो ट्रीटमेंट जिसमें उन्हें कंसंट्रेशन में भेजकर जो है टॉर्चर किया जा रहा था. तो इसको इस ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जर्मन ट्रीटमेंट जो नाजी आर्मी ने जूइश पीपल को जो ट्रीटमेंट दिया उसके लिए स्पेशली इस वर्ड को यूज़ करते हैं, राइट. सो दिस वाज द, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड, बट आई नो यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग कि वाई शुड वी रीड इट, दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी बोरिंग चैप्टर, राइट. But don't worry, Anne Frank was a very cheerful and pleasant mind girl. So the extract which has been added in your book is actually not related to history, or it is not a very boring description of her diary. It is a very pleasant and cheerful moments which she has described, which she has spent in her school and the experiences which was having with her friends, and the naughty things. She was a very talkative girl, so जो उसने छोटी छोटी शरारतें जो स्कूल में की, एंड हाउ शी ट्रबल्ड हर टीचर्स, एंड ये सब जो है चीज़ें ऐड हुई हैं इस डायरी में. तो आई होप यू विल enjoy it, right? So let's start reading the chapter. Here you can see the picture of Anne Frank, and what entry she has made under it, that this is a photo as I would wish myself to look all the time. Then I would maybe have a chance to come to Hollywood. And this entry has been made by her on 10 October 1942. As I have told you, she was very cheerful girl, and like any teenager, she was also having dream to get famous in her life. She wanted to be a good writer, a famous writer, or she wanted to work in Hollywood, right? She wanted to be an actress. So here our chapter actually starts. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me, not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing, and I have an even greater need to get all kind of things off my chest. So in the beginning, Anne Frank is telling that it was very strange experience for her to write in the diary. It is not because that she would never have ever written a diary, or it was her first experience to write something in a diary, but because it seems to her, she believes that neither anyone else nor she would be interested to read this diary, to read a 13-year-old schoolgirl diary, or to know about the thoughts of a schoolgirl, 13 years old schoolgirl, a very young girl's thoughts. No one would be interested to know what was happening in her mind, right? So, oh well, then she is consoling herself. She is giving a jerk to her mind, oh well, it doesn't matter. If no one is interested, it doesn't mean that I will not write. I feel like writing. मुझे लिखने की इच्छा हो रही है, and I have an even greater need to get all kind of things off my chest. And the second reason she is giving, that even she is in a great need to write it because she wanted to get everything out of her mind, right? The thoughts which were happening in her mind and what were going in her heart, she wanted to get it off. She wanted to share it with someone. So she was in a greater need. First she thought that it was a strange experience as she has never written, and second thing, she don't think that it is going to be useful. No one is going to bother what is written in the diary in future. But then she told that she is in a greater need to write, as she had to give a vent to her thoughts, right? So finally she decided to write it. Paper has more patience than people. This is a very important line from your chapter, and question based on this sentence came in your paper. So paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. As I have told you, they were hiding themselves in one of the secret annex होता है एक extended portion of the building which is hidden, right? और वो hidden कैसे था? वो बुक शेल्फ के पीछे रूम था, so there was no entry, it was behind the book shelf, और उसमें वो छुपे हुए थे वो लोग. तो she is telling that paper has more patience than people, कि paper is having more patience than people. I cannot believe on people, I cannot share everything with the persons, because maybe they'll get angry, maybe they'll show less interested in my talk. So paper is having more patience. They do not react, right? Whether we write something them or whether we hold them and didn't write on anything on them for hours, they are not going to react. So she is telling that paper are having more patience than people. I thought of this saying. She is telling ये जो saying है ये मुझे बड़ी बाद में समझ आई on one of those days, इन दिनों में, when I was feeling a little depressed, when I was feeling little sad and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, right? In a very depressed, sad moment I was sitting. I was feeling bored, I was feeling less energetic and less with no interest. I was sitting idle and I was wondering, I was thinking whether I have to stay inside the house or shall I go out. I finally stayed where I was, और मैं फाइनली वहाँ पर रही जहाँ मैं थी. ब्रूडिंग, ब्रूडिंग मीन्स थिंकिंग, म्यूजिंग का ही ये सिनोनियम है, ठीक है. तो ब्रूडिंग मीन्स थिंकिंग. येस, पेपर डज हैव मोर पेशेंस. और मुझे फाइनली, मैं फिर वहीं पर ही आ गई ये सब सोचने के बाद कि मुझे बाहर जाना चाहिए या मुझे घर के अंदर रहना चाहिए. एंड देन आई रिकॉल्ड माई थिंकिंग एंड आई अगेन केम on this decision. Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff back notebook, grandly referred to as a diary. And she is telling that yes, I can express everything on this paper, as I am not going to, as I am in planning that I am not going to let anyone to read whatever I have written in this stiff back with a hard covered notebook, right? So I am not going to allow anyone to read what I have written in this hard covered diary, which proudly referred as a diary. Notebook जिसको हम proudly जो है as diary refer करते हैं. I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference, and I am not going to allow anyone to read it unless I should never ever find a real friend. जब तक मुझे एक real friend नहीं मिलता, it probably won't make a bit of difference, इससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा, but I will not allow it जब तक मुझे कोई एक ऐसा friend जिस पर whom I can confide, whom I can faith, I am not going to allow anyone to read it. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. And now I am back on that point which prompted me, which pushed me, or which inspired me to keep a diary in the first place as a friend to share my thoughts with, as I don't have a friend. And और अब वो बता रही है कि मैं क्यों इस डिसीज़न पर पहुंची कि आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर द थॉट्स विद द डायरी, बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव अ फ्रेंड. तो मैं उसी पॉइंट पर आकर आई हैव डिसाइडेड दैट आई एम गोइंग टू confined on a diary only, and I am going to share whatever is happening in my mind with this friend, as I don't have a friend. Let me put it more clearly. Now she is telling कि let me make it more clear to you, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. Now she doesn't want to add facts, but here she is adding a fact that no one will believe that a teenager is alone in the world, because teenager is a age when we do not हम बहुत ज़्यादा जो है थॉट प्रोसेस में नहीं जाते बिफोर स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग विद समवन. सो शी इज़ टेलिंग कि 13 years old girl is completely alone in the world. It is difficult to believe because that is children get into friendship very easily. So and I am not. और वो कह रही है एक्चुअली दिस इज़ अ फैक्ट दैट आई एम नॉट अलोन. आई हैव लविंग पेरेंट्स एंड अ 16-year-old सिस्टर, बिकॉज आई एम हैविंग पेरेंट्स and I have an elder sister also which is just 3 years old than me, and there are about 30 people, and there are around, I am having a big family with 30 people I can call friends, जिन्हें मैं friend बोल सकती हूँ. I have a family, loving aunts and a good home, right? So on the surface apparently अगर हम बाहर से देखें तो I seem to have everything. मेरे पास सब कुछ है except my one true friend. All I think about when I am with friends is having a good time, right? But when I think about having time with those friends, so I can think only having good time with them. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everything, everyday things जो होती हैं, that I can share with them, but I cannot share the innermost thought process with any of them. So मैं बातें तो करती हूँ उनके साथ, but I just share the ordinary everyday talk with them, but the innermost thoughts और जो मेरी कुछ secrets हैं that I cannot share with them, and I cannot trust on them to share the secrets. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. she is telling that I can share only ordinary things, and it seem that I don't seem to be get closer with them, and that is the problem. That is the problem with me only, that I am unable to get closer to them. Maybe it's my fault. Now again she is telling that it's my fault only, that we don't confide in each other, that we don't trust in each other. In each case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately they are not liable to change. And in any case, that's how things are, that maybe the other person is not trustworthy, or maybe the problem is with you, that you cannot trust. So unfortunately the situation is that they are not liable to change, that the situation is not going to change. So this is why I have started the diary. Now he is giving the reason, she is giving the reason why she wanted to write the diary: to enhance the image of this long awaited friend. In my imagination, she was having an image of a from very long time she was awaiting for a friend in her imagination, and what kind of friend, to whom she can trust. I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary, and she is explaining that she don't want to write the facts actually the way most people would do. जो बहुत सारे लोग जब डायरी लिखते हैं तो they used to put the facts, they used to write the facts, but she doesn't want to do that. But I want the diary to be my friend, and I am going to call this friend Kitty. Now she has given a name to her diary, and that is Kitty, and she wanted to just share the things with the diary. In spite of adding fact in the diary, she just want to share her thoughts, her feelings with the diary, like we share with a friend. So the same thing she is telling, and then she has given a name to her diary, that is Kitty. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in, I had better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. Now again she is telling that no one would believe the words of my story which I am going to write in Kitty till I am not going to give a brief about myself or about my family. Again she is telling it is going to be the facts only of my life, which I don't want to add in the diary, but I have to add it here as so that it would be easy to understand the reader that the diary is about whom, right? So she is giving a brief sketch of her life. Plunge hote write, right? So much as I dislike doing so, my father, the most adorable person. Now she is telling that my father is the most lovable father I have ever seen, and he got married when he was 36 with her mother when her mother was of 25 in a race. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. Now she is telling that they were living till 1933. As I have already told you that in 1933 Hitler got the power, and my father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Now my father, she is telling, my father shifted to Holland in 1933 because we were not Jewish were not safe in Germany. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September. She is telling that my father emigrated in 1933. Then in September my mother also shifted to Holland, while Margaret and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. ये दोनों सिस्टर्स को वहाँ आइचन में ग्रैंडमदर के पास छोड़ दिया गया. फर्स्ट मदर एंड फादर शिफ्टेड. They wanted to see whether everything is fine there. They wanted to settle the house before they shifted their children also with them. So Margaret went to Holland in December. Then after September, after 2 months जो है शी इज़ टेलिंग दैट कि मेरी सिस्टर वहाँ शिफ्ट हुई, एंड देन आई फॉलोड इन फेब्रवरी, और मैं नेक्स्ट ईयर फेब में जो है आई हैव बीन शिफ्टेड विद देम. एंड व्हेन आई वाज प्लंक्ड डाउन ऑन द टेबल एज अ बर्थडे प्रेजेंट फॉर मार्गरेट, एंड आई वाज वेरी इनफॉर्मल वे. दे जस्ट brought me to Holland and they put me on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. फेब में मार्गरेट का बर्थडे था, एंड आई वॉज brought to Holland as her birthday gift, and in a very informal way I was kept on the table as her birthday gift. Now Anna is telling, I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. That when I reached Holland, I had been admitted in a nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. And she is telling she had studied in the same school for 6 years. She started from standard first and in the 6th form. And when she reached to her 6th class, my teacher was Mr. Kupres, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears. मैं जो है मुझे जो पढ़ाने वाले टीचर थे in the 6th standard, she was the headmistress of the school. Mrs. Kupres were her name, and at the end of the year, we both were in tears as we had a heartbreaking farewell. बहुत ही एक emotional farewell जो है, goodbye she said to me, and we both were in tears because we had bonding of 6 years with each other. In the summer of 1941, grandma fell ill and had to have an operation, so my birthday passed with little celebration. Grandma died in January 1942. Now she is telling an incident that 1941 her grandmother fell ill and she had to have an operation. She had to go through an operation. So उसका बर्थडे जो है बड़ी एक लिटिल सेलिब्रेशन के साथ पास हुआ जून 1941. And then she is telling my grandmother died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. That no one know that still I love her a lot. This birthday celebration in 1940, as she died in January and next June again she was having the birthday. She is telling it was intended to make up for the others only. Means the real meaning of the birthday was not there, as the family was not internally happy as they lost their grandma recently. So it was just to make up for the others, and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. And because grandma was not there to join me on my birthday, so her candle was lit with on my birthday cake as her blessing, as her presence. The 4 of us are still doing well, and that bring me to the present date of 20 June 1942. And now she is telling that we 4 are still doing well, means the condition is still not out of control. Yes, Nazis are giving or they are against the Jewish people, and Jewish are not at all safe. But 1942 तक जो है 20th June 1940 तक फिर भी सब कुछ नॉर्मल है. एंड टुडे इज़ 20th June 1942 एंड द solemn dedication of my diary. And now I am seriously going to write my diary. So she is telling this is the first. So from here we come to know that this is the day when she made her first entry in the diary. Saturday 20th June 1940, the formal way as we enter in a diary, we made an entry in the diary. First we mention the date. So same way Anne mentioned the date that it is Saturday 20th June 1942, and she, as I have told, she named it Kitty. So she is addressing it as dearest Kitty. Or now she is sharing something with her friend, which is a diary. Our entire class is quaking in its boots. Quaking in its boots होता है shaking with fear or nervousness. Now she is telling that our entire class is nervous. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up to the next form and who will be kept back, because it is upcoming meeting PTM in which they are going to get their result, and the teacher will decide who is going to be upgraded in the next class and who is going to denominate, right? So half the class is making bets. वो कह रही है क्योंकि बच्चे हैं, टीनेजर बच्चे हैं, तो शी इज़ टेलिंग कि हाफ ऑफ द क्लास इज मेकिंग बेट्स. वो शर्त लगा रहे हैं. GN, one of her friend, and I laugh ourselves silly at the 2 boys behind us. Laugh ourselves silly means laughter which you cannot control. वो कह रही है बड़ा cheerfully we are laughing with each other at the boys which used to sit behind us, CN and Jax, who have staked their entire holidays saving on their bet. अब हम जो हमारे पीछे बच्चे बैठे हैं, CN and Jax, जो शर्त लगा रहे हैं एक्चुअली, तो हम उन पर बड़ा मैडली जो है वी आर लाफिंग ऑन देम. और जिन्होंने अपना सारा पैसा जो है स्टेक होता है दाव पर लगा देना, जो भी उन्होंने हॉलीडेज़ में अपनी सेविंग की है, दे आर स्टेकिंग इट ऑन देयर बेट्स. एंड फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग टू नाइट इट्स यू आर गोइंग टू पास, नो आई एम नॉट, येस यू आर, नो आई एम नॉट. सारा दिन जो है, दिन भर रात भर यही चल रहा है. कि वन इज़ टेलिंग कि यू आर गोइंग टू पास और वो दूसरे को बिलीव नहीं है, इज़ टेलिंग नो आई एम नॉट. दिस हैपन्स विद एवरीवन व्हेन देयर इज़ द रिजल्ट टाइम, राइट. सो वी बिकम अ लिटिल बिट नर्वस एंड वी आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ. चाहे हमने कितने भी अच्छे पेपर दिए हों, वी फील लिटिल नर्वस कि what is going to happen when the result will be declared. Even GS pleading glances and my angry outburst can't calm them down. अब वो जो बच्चे पीछे बैठे हैं वो कह रही है कि GS उनको रिक्वेस्ट कर रही है इन अ रिक्वेस्टिंग मैनर. शी यूज टू लुक एट देम कि स्टॉप डूइंग दिस. और मैं बड़ा एंग्री वे में आई एम रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू देयर टॉक, बट इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू काम देम डाउन. लेकिन वो शांत नहीं हो रहे हैं. इफ़ यू आस्क मी, देयर आर सो मेनी डमीज दैट अबाउट अ क्वार्टर ऑफ द क्लास शुड बी केप्ट बैक. अगर मुझसे पूछो तो मीन्स 25% जो मेरी क्लास में है, दे आर जस्ट डमीज, दे डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड एनीथिंग एंड दे शुड बी केप्ट बैक. उनको नहीं प्रमोट करना चाहिए. बट टीचर्स आर द मोस्ट अनप्रडिक्टेबल क्रिएचर्स ऑन द अर्थ. शी इज टेलिंग विद टीचर्स what they are going to announce and what kind of result they are going to, or on what basis they are going to judge the children, that is unpredictable. No one can predict it, so no one can tell what is going to happen. I am not so worried about my girlfriends and myself. Annie is telling that I am not very much worried about my girlfriends. All the girls which are my friend, I am not very much worried about their result or about myself, because girls are doing well in the class, will make it. हम पास आउट कर जाएंगे क्लास. द ओनली सब्जेक्ट आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट इज मैथ. ओनली अ लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्टी और डाउट आई एम हैविंग, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू माई सब्जेक्ट मैथ. Anyway, all we can do is wait, but what we can do, only we can wait for the result. Until then we keep telling each other not to lose heart. Until that we can just console each other. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. I am having very good relation with all my teachers. There are 9 of them. वो बता रही है कि मेरे 9 टीचर्स हैं. टोटल 9 टीचर्स आर टीचिंग मी, 7 men and 2 women. Out of those 9, 7 male teachers are there and 2 are females. Mr. Keesing, the old fogey who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. Now here she is telling कि my maths teacher, who is a very old-fashioned person and his name is Mr. Keesing, he used to get annoyed with me because I am very much talkative. After several warnings, he used to give me warnings, but after getting several warnings, he assigned me extra homework. लेकिन जब मैं चुप नहीं होती हूँ तो he assigned me extra homework to keep my mouth shut. An essay on the subject, and the subject he used to give me write essays, and the subject which he gave me or assigned me are actually related to my nature, related to my behavior. So the one time she is telling that he has assigned me to write an essay and the subject was a chatterbox, right? A chatterbox. What can you write about that? When I came to know that this subject has been assigned to me to write an essay, so I was surprised, or I was thinking that what can I have to write about that. I had a worry about that letter. फिर मैंने सोचा कि चलो इसको बाद में इसके बारे में सोचेंगे. I decided, मैंने ये डिसाइड किया कि I'll think about it later on कि what I have to write for this subject. Jotted down the title in my notebook और मैंने उस टाइटल को नोट कर लिया. Tucked it in my bag and I kept the notebook in my bag and tried to keep quiet. And I tried to keep quiet कि अब चलो मुझे नहीं बोलना है, as I have already get the punishment. That evening after, then I returned home and I had finished the rest of my homework except the special homework which has been assigned to me. The note about the essay caught my eye. अब जब वो नोट जो मैंने सब्जेक्ट जो नोट किया था अपनी डायरी में, now that note caught my eye. मुझे अब याद आया कि I have to do an extra homework. I began thinking about the subject. मैंने शुरू किया सोचना. And while chewing the tip of my fountain pen, and it happens that some children start biting their nails or some start chewing their pen tips, right, or caps, right, when they are in a deep thought process. So Annie is telling that I started chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on. Ramble on means anyone can talk or write something aimlessly, or leave big spaces between the words, या मैं ज़्यादा स्पेस छोड़ दूँ वर्ड्स के बीच में टू लुक इट अ बिग टॉपिक. बट द ट्रिक वॉज टू कम अप विथ कन्विंसिंग आर्ग्यूमेंट टू प्रूव द नेसेसिटी ऑफ टॉकिंग. तो मेरे पास एक ऑप्शन तो ये था कि मैं कुछ भी लिख दूँ एमलेसली टू कंप्लीट द टास्क, राइट। और और दूसरा मेरे पास ये ऑप्शन था कि आई शुड लीव द स्पेसेस, बिग स्पेसेस इन द वर्ड्स, सो इट शुड अपीयर एज इफ आई हैव रिटन 2-3 पेजेस, राइट। बट मुझे क्या करना था, बिकॉज आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन द बिगनिंग ओनली एंड आई वॉज वेरी इंसाइटफुल गर्ल, वेरी इंटेलिजेंट गर्ल, तो शी इज टेलिंग दैट आई वॉन्टेड टू मेक this essay as a convincing argument. I wanted to make I wanted to write something which will convince him, which will believe Mr. Keesing that necessity of talking, why it is necessary to talk. I thought and thought, मैं सोचती रही and suddenly I had an idea, और suddenly I had this idea. I wrote the 3 pages, और मुझे आइडिया आते ही मैंने 3 पेजेस लिख दिए. Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied on the topic. जो भी उन्होंने मुझे असाइन किया था, he read that and he was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student. अब मैंने क्या लिखा था, अब एने ने क्या लिखा था वो बता दिया. I argued that talking is a student's trait. मैंने आर्ग्यू किया, I have given my opinion that talking is actually a student's quality and that I would do my best to keep it under control, and I have promised also that I will try to control this habit, but that I would never be able to cure myself, and at the same time I am telling you that I would never be able to cure this problem, this habit, because since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more, because my mother is also very talkative, and that's there not much you can do about inherited traits. And then she is giving the excuse that why she is very talkative, because her mother is very talkative, and this habit or this trait she has, this is inherited trait which she received from one of her parents, so she would not able to do much for it, she would not able to improve much about this habit, right? So now we can see that how intelligent she is and how what kind of convincing power she is having. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, and when he read those arguments he laughed. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, or then she is telling the next lesson again, because I am talkative by nature, so I keep on talking in his next lesson also. So he assigned me a second essay. So Mr. Keesing is also aware that how to control me, so he has assigned me another essay. Second essay अब मुझे assign हो गया. This time it was supposed to be on an incongruable chatterbox. I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson he had finally had enough. Anne Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack Quack Quack, said Mistress Chatterbox. Now I have been assigned the second essay, and this time it was supposed to be, और इस बार क्या टॉपिक मुझे मिला, इनकॉन्ग्रेबल होता है समथिंग दैट कैन नॉट बी करेक्टेड, तो एक इनकरेक्टेड चैटरबॉक्स टू हुम वी कैन नॉट इम्प्रूव. आई हैंडेड इट, मैंने भी लिख दिया और मैंने उसको हैंड ओवर कर दिया. एंड मिस्टर किसिंग हैड नथिंग टू कंप्लेन अबाउट द 2 होल लेसन्स. और फिर नेक्स्ट 2 लेसन्स जो है मिस्टर किसिंग को कोई कंप्लेन नहीं थी मुझसे. हाउएवर ड्यूरिंग द 3rd लेसन ही हैड फाइनली हैड इनफ. और नेक्स्ट वो कह रही है कि द सेकेंड वन वॉज मोर, the second essay which I have written, after reading that essay Mr. Keesing was not having any complaint for next 2 lessons, means that was more convincing, that was having more convincing arguments than the first one. लेकिन 3rd तक उनकी बस हो गई. जब मैं फिर भी चुप नहीं हुई, मैं ऐसे लिख रही थी, मैं उनको बता रही थी कि आई कैन नॉट डू विद माई हैबिट, मुझे तो बात करनी है और मेरे पास बहुत सारे इसके लिए आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हैं, मैं आपको एक्सक्यूजेस दे सकती हूँ कि वाई आई हैव टू टॉक. सो शी कॉन्टीन्यूसली टॉकिंग आफ्टर सबमिटिंग द होमवर्क, आफ्टर सबमिटिंग द पनिशमेंट. सो शी इज़ टेलिंग दैट बाय द 3rd lesson he had enough, and then again he had punished me for talking in his class, and this time again an essay has been given to me, has been assigned to me, and this time this essay entitled Quack Quack Quack, said Mistress Chatterbox. तो हमें पता है quack 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 जो है it is the duck voice, और बहुत harsh जो है ये sound है which is unbearable to, continuously हम इस sound को नहीं सुन सकते, तो उसे ये essay जो है assign हो गया. The class roared. Now she is telling the whole class was laughing when I got this punishment. I had to laugh too. मुझे भी हंसी आ रही थी, दो आई हैड नियरली एग्जॉस्टेड माई इनजेन्युइनिटी ऑन द टॉपिक ऑफ चैटर बॉक्सेस, क्योंकि जितना भी ओरिजिनल इन्वेंटिव थॉट्स मेरे से बन पड़ते थे, मैंने उन प्रीवियस 2 एसेज में ऑलरेडी आई हैव रिटन इनफ अबाउट द टॉकेटिवनेस, बट नाउ आई डोंट नो कि मुझे अब क्या लिखना है, बिकॉज whatsoever was in my mind that was already on the paper in those 2 lessons, in those 2 essays. It was time to come up with something else. Now I have to think something else, something original. Again I wanted to write something original, convincing my friend Sen, who's good at poetry. Now she is telling that she is having a friend, her name is Sen, and she is very good at poetry, she writes very good poems, so offer to help me. So she offered Anne to write the essay from beginning to end in verse. वो पोइट्री में लिखने के लिए उसने मुझे सजेस्ट किया, एंड शी प्रॉमिस्ड मी टू हेल्प फॉर द सेम, एंड आई जम्प्ड फॉर जॉय, एंड अब नाउ बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू गेट हेल्प, सो naturally I was very happy. Mr. Kissing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject. Now Mr. Kissing जो है, he was actually wanted to make fun of me by giving such kind of subjects, but I had make sure the joke was on him, but I wanted to give the same response that this joke I wanted to make his fun actually, right? So I finished my poem and it was beautiful. तो मैंने अपनी poem जो है finish की with the help of Sen, and it was a beautiful poem. When I read it at the end, it was about a mother duck. Now the poem was about actually a mother. अब हमने क्या लिखा, हमने actually एक story के form में जो है, we have created a story in a poetry form, and it was about a mother duck and a father swan and 3 baby ducklings. मैंने लिखा एक मदर डक और एक फादर स्पैन की स्टोरी, और उनके 3 बेबी डकलिंग्स वर बीटन टू डेथ, जिनको मार के जो है पिटाई करके उनको मार दिया जाता है बाय द फादर, एंड द फादर ओनली किल्ड बिकॉज दे क्वैक टू मच. नाउ शी इज टेलिंग एंड वाई दे हैव बीन गिवन सच पनिशमेंट, बिकॉज द डकलिंग्स क्वैक द लॉट. Luckily Mr. Kissing took the joke the right way. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. Now she is telling कि luckily Mr. Kissing ने मेरा जो joke है उसको right way में लिया. He read the whole poem to the class, means this time also I was able to convince Mr. Kissing, and वो poem जो है अपने thoughts को comments को add करते हुए class को पढ़कर सुना रहे थे, and after that he read this poem in other classes also to whom he was teaching, and since then I have been allowed to talk. और वहाँ से जो है I was able to convince my teacher, और उसके बाद I was allowed to talk in the class and haven't been assigned any extra homework. And now Mr. Kissing was convinced my argument, and after that he stopped giving me extra assignments as punishment. On the contrary, Mr. Kissing is always making jokes these days. और now actually Mr. Kissing, मैंने उनकी नेचर ही चेंज कर दी. फ्रॉम द सीरियस टीचर ही वो became a little funny, and he also started cracking jokes. So this was the one extract which we are reading from a diary. So such kind of incidents, many more incidents she has shared, in which she told, और जहाँ से हमें पता चलता है कि actually the girl was very intelligent. She was having a good command over language, and she was very cheerful, she was very pleasant, she was having dream like any other teenager. So this was the extract from our diary. I hope you enjoyed it and understand. Thank you class. This was for today. We will meet in the next class.